personal news. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a sad day. A Turkish legend, an icon that I grew up loving, that I grew up watching, that actually, ironically, made international prominence, passed away today. So I'm just going to give a shout out to Cüneyt Arkin. For those of you who don't know, a lot of you that is like, well versed in the internet meme sphere have probably seen this man. I'm almost certain that you have probably seen like at least some memes from one of his famous movies, Dünyayı Kurtaran Adam. That one was really, really good. But this is from another movie. This is Cüneyt Arkin, the great Turkish action star. Many know him from his 1982 film, The Man Who Saved the World, Dünyayı Kurtaran Adam, also known as Turkish Star Wars. But there's so much more fun stuff in his vast filmography to discover. Enjoy the scene from Death Warrior in 1984. This is Cüneyt Arkin. This is a dude. This is like a man who was seen as like an action hero in Turkey at the time, even though he has like Steven Seagal level skill. But unfortunately, as a consequence of not having like too many other options and too many other alternatives in Turkey, he was still profoundly impactful in Turkish cinema, and then maintained his prominence by becoming a meme, legend, basically. So let's take a look at one of the scenes from this movie. The irony of this, of course, is that I would not have even known about this unless it was for fucking MHUD. So funny and so interesting that, like, I have, Americans that also know about this man who also are saying, like, this is a sad, like, they are aware of this. The irony, of course, is that, like, at the same time, you had literally, like, insane movies in Asia being shot with, like, dudes actually doing the fight sequences. You know what I mean? Like, exactly at the same time. This is when, like, Asian movies were fucking popping off. You know what I mean? But Turkey was very, very far behind the game. In 1984, you had trampoline jumps with low shots and consistent, like, cuts. Consistent back and forth cuts to make it seem as though he was, like, throwing multiple daggers, But basically, like, the reason why Cüneyt Arkin was so fucking famous and so popular in Turkey was because there was no other guy who could do, like, a high kick, like a flying kick. You know what I mean? Like, this dude basically was the only guy in 1984 who could do a fucking flying kick. So that was it. Like, they were like, all right, this is the guy. I love how drawn out this fight sequence is, despite it being not good. You know what I mean? Jackie Chan was in his prime in the 70s and 80s. I can't believe Turkey was this far. Brother, of course it was this far. What the fuck do you mean? This dude literally was the only person who knew Taekwondo. That's it. In the entire fucking country. Gel! Anyway. So yeah, he unfortunately, we had bomb-ass comedies though. Don't forget Kemal Sunal. Dude, I grew up in Turkey and I fucking hated Kemal Sunal shit. I'm sorry. I didn't like any of the Recep İvedik stuff either. I was a Cem Yılmaz boy, but Cem Yılmaz is more modern, obviously.